OMWBE, your friendly agency. OMWBE, time to get certified. OMWBE is where I wanna be, yeah.
Welcome to Section 4. Take a look at the green status bar at the top of the page and give yourself a pat on the back. You're making great progress. This section contains 5 parts and is one of the most difficult parts of the application process. The 5 sections are Officers and Board of Directors, Management Personnel, Inventory, Financial Information, and Licenses and Contracts. As long as you have all the right information handy, it's just a matter of inputting it all into the form. Make sure you have all the facts, figures, dollar amounts, and personnel information ready. Having official company documents, like your operating agreement, on hand will help you speed up the process. All right, let's go. Part 1. Officers and Board of Directors. This part has 4 required sections. For the first section, you'll identify each of your officers, including their name, title, date appointed, ethnicity, and gender. If you are a sole proprietor or single-member LLC, just enter yourself. This information can be found on your tax return. Remember, whenever you need more space, just click Add More Lines. For your firm's Board of Directors, enter the same information as above. Again, if you are a sole proprietor or single-member LLC, just enter yourself and check No for questions 3 and 4. For question 3, if your company does have other officers or a board of directors that you entered information for above, you will enter their names again, as well as their titles and functions if they perform a management or supervisory function at another business. For question 4, if any of the officers or directors you listed above work for or own another firm that has a relationship with your own, enter their name again, as well as the firm name and the nature of the business relationship. This could be anything from ownership interest to shared office space, equipment, personnel, and more. Remember, even if it's just you, all fields must be filled out. Click Save and Return to Summary at the bottom. If you weren't able to find all the information, that's okay. Go ahead and click Save anyway to keep your progress so you can come back to it later. On to Part 2, Management Personnel. There are 3 questions in this part, and the first questions will likely take you the most time. Each portion will require the entry of a name, title, or position, ethnicity, gender, and % of the business owned by each person, as well as the frequency of their duties. If you're a sole proprietor, single-member LLC, or have a very small team, OMWBE has built in a shortcut which will save you a lot of time, which I will show you in just a minute. If your company has a larger team of management personnel, this section can be pretty time-consuming. We promise it's worth it though. As we said earlier, larger vendors, state agencies, and other organizations are searching through our lists every day. In fact, we average about 13,000 searches per month on our certified directory. Now here is the shortcut. After filling in item 1, if you know the same personnel or just yourself will be making all of the business decisions at your company, click Copy Section 1 in blue. And every item in the list will be populated automatically. If necessary, you can then go back and add other people. If your team is larger, make sure you have your management and employee directory by your side and begin entering the necessary personnel for each duty on the list. Remember, for each person listed, every single field must be filled out. Like always, if you don't have all the information handy, you can always come back later or skip ahead to another section. Feel free to pause the video here. Make sure to save frequently and meet me back here when you're done. Did you fill out everything on that list? If you have multiple employees or managers, give yourself a big pat on the back. For question 1A, you must indicate whether or not anyone listed above performs a management or supervisory function for another business, and, if so, input the details. Next, indicate whether or not anyone listed above works for a firm that has a relationship with your own, and, if so, enter those details. As always, clicking on the blue question mark will provide you with additional guidance, and we encourage you to reach out to us at any time. Click Save and Return to Summary. The next part of Section 4 is Inventory. There are 3 required questions under Inventory. For number 1, if you have any vehicles or equipment, enter the make and model, current dollar value, whether you or the firm owns or leases it, whether you use it as collateral, and where you store it. For where you store it, you don't have to be super specific, like the exact address. If you have a vehicle, for example, you can just say main warehouse. If you have non-vehicle equipment, like machines, just list the brand name under make and model. For number 2, if you have office space, list the address, whether you own or lease it, and the current value of the property or amount of the monthly lease. For number 3, if your business uses additional off-site storage space, list the address, whether you own or lease it, and the current value of the property if you own it, or the amount of the monthly lease if you lease it. We will say yes here for our example business. Click Save and Return to Summary. On to Part 4, Financial Information. For question 4D, indicate whether or not your business uses any other business for management functions or payroll. Next, indicate the bank where you hold your business accounts and who is authorized to sign the checks. For each person listed, all fields must be filled out. Later, in the required documents list, you will have to provide digital copies of these authorization and signature cards if your bank issued any to you. If not, don't worry. For questions 4E2, if you are bonded, enter the aggregate and project limit amounts. Next, if your business has received any outstanding loans from financial institutions or individuals, including yourself, enter the name of the source, address, name of the guarantor, original amount, current balance, and purpose of the loan. And finally, if your business has had any asset transfers in the past 2 years, enter the asset, dollar value, from whom it was transferred, to whom it was transferred, the relationship, and the date of the transfer. Click Save and Return to Summary. We're almost there. The final part of Section 4 is about licenses and contracts. There are 4 required questions in this part. Remember, each time you fill out a question correctly, the bar for that question will turn from pink to green. First, if you or an employee of the firm holds any licenses or permits, list the name of the permit holder, type of permit, expiration date, and which state it is held in. Your business license does not fall into this category. Next, enter the 3 largest contracts completed by your firm in the past 3 years. Do not list any contracts currently in progress. 4J is where you list the 3 largest jobs your firm is currently working on. If your business is brand new, the answer to the above 2 questions may be no. Finally, additional information is where you can add helpful information about the contracts or explain why you checked no for one or more of them. This is a required field, so you must type something in this box, even if it's as simple as NA. Congratulations on getting through a heavy section. Click Save and Return to Summary. The final section, Document List, is up next.
Gonna light up the city sky.